Hey guys, this is the Lovers in Japan tutorial for the piano. It's not perfect, but it's pretty close. I did some of it by ear, but I'm pretty sure this first part I'm going to be teaching you is 100% perfect. In this part one, you will learn the intro and the verse, which is the main riff. And you can check out my other parts after. Alright, so first, this is the intro. I'm going to play it for you, and then I'll show you the notes. Should sound like this. And you got it, and then it repeats twice. Alright, so, those notes, you have middle C right here. You want to play E, G, and then that D right there. And that's the first chord. Next chord, you slide down, you're going to play C, E, G, and B. That's the next chord. So, C, E, G, B. And then you're going to slide down, you're going to play a G right here, a B, a D, and then that G right there. That's the third chord. Alright, so again from the beginning. Now the next chord, you're going to kind of stay in the same position, but you're going to go up a little bit. You're going to move, you're going to have D, F sharp, and then A. So D, F sharp, and A. Then with your left hand, you play D. Now for the beginning, you can do octaves, but I don't. You can do it however you want. And look at the song for the kind of rhythm at the beginning. If you check out my cover, it's a little messed up in the beginning. It's a little too fast. But, you know, it's getting kind of hard to master, but you get it after a while. So the whole beginning should sound like this. And then after you do that fourth chord, you hit A. It's that little note that you hear in the song. Then you do it again. So you just did that twice, and now you're going to go to the main riff. Now the whole song, including the chorus, is done the same way. You have kind of like the same riff. It's like so. Here's the right hand first. I'm going to play D, and then G and A together. And the next chord is the same thing, but you're going to take the A, and you're going to move it up to a B. That's the next chord. So first chord, D, G, A. Next chord, D, G, B. So you play those together with one hand. What you're going to do is you're going to play the first chord once, second chord once, then the first chord twice, and then the third chord 3 times. So 1, 1, 1, 2. Now it will make a lot more sense when you play it with the left hand, and you're gonna hit G. Now the whole verse or the whole song, it just plays that over and over with the G. But if you're just playing by yourself, like solo or whatever, and you're playing for someone, I go with the bass notes. So I go G, then down to D, and then down to C, like that. And you want to alternate with the notes. So for example, Look at my left hand and my right hand, look what it's doing. You get the rhythm of it, but if you want to add a little more stuff to it, what you do is you can play like an octave, and you can kind of like slide like this. Can't see that? And you just slide up to the chord, so you play the octave, you like slide up. If you want to add a little more effect, you can hit the G note the whole time, just go like. And so you keep that whole rhythm the whole time, but you go from G down to D and then down to C, like I said. So just the left hand should sound like this. Back up to G. Then you play it again. So basically you're going G, D, C, and back up to G, and then you play that again. So it's kind of four things: G, D, C, G, and then you play that again. So it ends up being two G's at the beginning. You know what I mean? So the right hand should sound like this. And with the left hand, it should sound something like this. Move down to D. You keep this chord the same exact way it's going, but you just move the G down to a D. That represents the bass. And then down to C. And you play that throughout the whole verse, the first verse and the second verse. But that's the first part. I'm going to play you the whole thing from the beginning throughout pretty much the whole verse, and then check out part 2 for the chorus. But here's the whole thing. Sorry if you can't see that, but so that's pretty much what it should sound like. You can figure out, what correct rhythm would be. You can listen to the song again over and over if you want. Alright, that's it for the intro and the verse. Check out part 2 for the chorus. Thanks for watching.